Hello everybody, welcome to the Queer Network. This is Queer from the Couch. We are here with the absolutely beautiful and wonderful Riyadh Khalaf.
Stop flirting.
I've been flirting with you since the day I met you. Welcome to the Couch. Welcome
Thank
to the Queer
you.
Network.
Yeah, I'm delighted to be here. I love your work. I'm a fan.
Thank you, as are we of you and your work. We're actually at Buffer Festival this weekend.
Yes, we're in Toronto.
Let's actually just dive right into it. You are premiering a short documentary this year called Fighting for Pride.
Yeah.
You guys are making history.
It's going to be an amazing moment on Saturday.
That one day will stay with each of those people for the rest of their lives.
This time around, the pride is in Swaziland. We will be there, no matter what, honey. No matter what.
You went to Swaziland to be a part of their first ever Pride Parade, and Creators for Change helped you get there.
Yeah.
What did you take away from this experience, and what's it now like to share it with people?
I realized, just how transformative a one-day event can be in the history of a country, and how it can change minds and hearts and perceptions so quickly, because what you have is a group of people who are discriminated, who are pushed to the margins of society, who are silenced, who are, the list goes on. Because of that, and because of the lack of visibility, every straight person, every cisgender person in the country is fearful.
Yeah.
Because they only know what they've been told, and what they've been told is that a gay person is going to try and rape you.
Yep.
Let's just say it. That's what they think.
Yep.
A gay person is going to try and turn you gay, and all that they're interested in is sex. That the gay people are just about.
That's
sex.
all we do.
That's it.
Yep.
We stay at home all day and we have that, and we're demonic and we're satanic. All that. But now a lot of the public in that small country have seen that actually, Jesus, they're just the same as us.
Right.
They're just the same. They're not scary. They're lovely people. Sometimes they're even nicer because they've had to go through so much stuff. My whole mission in doing this film, if that's what you want to call it, was to actually try and be a vehicle for storytelling, to get the story out there, to the world, but not to actually be the pride or be the kind, not to tell them how to feel or whatever.
Yep.
So it was very much in my goal to kind of go in and in a weird way take a back seat, while also saying, come on,
be the observer.
Yeah.
And just that you're that guide that's like, this is you're going through something outstanding.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people don't know from the outside that Swaziland exists.
Right.
They don't know where is that? What is that?
Yeah.
I
They may have heard it.
On the news with the UN, something or other. But it's this tiny 1.3 million people, surrounded by South Africa and Mozambique, and it's kind of got a bit of a time warp going on there. They're in a time capsule. For instance, the law against sodomy is still there. So on paper, if you have bum sex, you're going to prison or you're paying a fine.
Right.
They don't actually enforce it, but just being a gay person in the country and knowing that is still there is enough to make you feel like a second-class citizen.
Absolutely.
And to feel like, some of them have said, we have a gun to our head, but just they're not pulling the trigger.
I want to know, in that scene when you were basically confronted by somebody you didn't know was going to be there, a group of kids, and gave them the opportunity to know that you were gay, and I just want to know what was going through your mind, and at what point did you know, oh, I'm going to tell them that I'm gay, because they didn't know.
No, they didn't know.
But that shift is the reason they walked away with a changed heart about gay people.
You guys hear about this parade that's happening tomorrow?
The gay parade?
Yeah.
Those are going to be petrol bombed, by the way, on their way to the parade.
I did feel a little bit afraid at the start, because I didn't engage them at that point. I thought that someone might hit me or something might happen.
Yeah.
But I thought, look, this is important.
Yeah.
This is bigger than me, bigger than the film. This is, they're a living, breathing example of what's wrong with certain parts of the world.
Yeah.
But what was beautiful about it was here we had a group of young homophobes who were actually really beautiful people.
Right.
And I've never said that before about a homophobe.
To see that perspective, it changes everything for even you.
They're homophobic people in Swaziland, a lot of them are really great people.
And they just misinformed.
Mm-hmm.
So he walks away and says, okay, every time somebody asks me about a gay or says anything about a gay person,
I'm going to correct them.
I'm going to, exactly. And he said that.
And then he shook my hand. He touched a gay person.
Yeah.
Which is a big thing. because-
Willingly.
Yeah.
So I do want to just dive a little bit more into this Creators for Change program that
dive on
YouTube.
in.
Let's dive.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
What is it, and how did you get involved in it? Because this is a major reason why Fighting for Pride is here.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be here at all.
Absolutely.
It's not even a major reason. It is the reason.
It's the reason.
mad.
So thank you, YouTube.
Yeah, thank you. Creators for Change is an internal YouTube program where they select 50 global creators from all over the world, and they essentially turn them into ambassadors, social change ambassadors. So it's their job to go to various different world summits to speak about various causes: homophobia, racism, anti-extremism, loads of stuff. The main part of being an ambassador is that you are given a grant, which is to make an idea that you've pitched into a reality. So it could be one standalone film like mine, it could be a series of videos, it could be whatever you want really, as long as it's approved.
Yeah. You work with somebody
great.
specifically at YouTube, like
There's
Paul.
a team, so Paul and Lauren, and Travis and Mariam in Good. It's a collaborative thing, and we we make it together. So they give me all their feedback and they tell me what they believe should be taken out or put in.
Amazing. Well, thank you to the Creators for Change program, because without them, we wouldn't have this amazing documentary, which you can check out on YouTube already. Is that correct? When will it go? Okay, so when is it going live?
You got an exclusive there when you saw it yesterday. So it goes live on YouTube in mid-November. Okay. I think it's the 15th or 16th on my channel. So just search Riyadh K and it will be there.
What I love too about this showing of this documentary is that, to me, as somebody who knows you personally, I have seen the growth from the YouTube to then working on this amazing project called Queer Britain, which, if you've never seen it, you must check it out. 6 episodes.
Go have a look. It's on the BBC Three YouTube channel.
It is phenomenal. And to me, watching this Fighting for Pride is because of what you have done all leading up to that experience. A little bit about Queer Britain and how that all came about and what that experience was like for you.
So I moved from Ireland to the UK with the goal of working in television and growing my YouTube channel, and my agent called me and said, look, BBC Three are looking for someone to front this queer gay series. It was, and
you were still doing YouTube, so like you were
so they found me on YouTube, which is amazing. Yeah, it just shows you like it's a platform to showcase what you can do. Yeah, I have to say, everything that I took from Queer Britain, I absolutely did. I implemented it into Fighting for Pride, which was my first time, not only as the guy doing the questions and being the host, but also producer, a director, and everything else, and coordinator.
What episode really stirred you?
The one part of Queer Britain that really has stuck with me is episode 3. It was all about being queer and homeless, specifically in the UK. And we found this incredible Irish guy called Damien in Birmingham, and we went to visit him, and we couldn't find him. He went AWOL, and he was just gone, and we were like, oh, for God's sake, Damien.
This
and then
whole thing.
The producer spent hours and hours, eventually pinned him down, called us, we ran, we got there, and I spent the whole evening with him in the freezing cold. He told me his story in this little area that he sleeps in, and it just broke my heart. Yeah,
I'm almost used to being homeless, so I don't know nothing better.
Is there a hope that things will change, or?
Well, I know it will. Things will get better, because they can't get any worse. I know that. I'm an optimist. Anyone else that's out there and you're in the same situation as me, please don't do the same thing as I'm doing. Get yourself indoors, because there's no life.
It's a cruel but a very real fact that there are so many young LGBTQ people who are homeless because of their sexuality. And yet, when you've spent your entire young life struggling with your sexuality or your gender identity, and you're vulnerable because of it, the horrible irony is that that's the point in your life where you need a safe space or a place to call home the most.
You know, here we have a guy who is homeless, not because of anything else, but simply just because of how he was born as a gay man.
Yeah.
His family found out, they kicked him out. That was that. And the sad thing was he actually had no motivation or goal of not being homeless.
Right.
Which is weird because...
You think.
Yeah, but you have to understand, he's now been institutionalized by his homelessness. He doesn't know anything else.
Right.
That's his family.
Right.
That's his safe space, weirdly. Everyone he knows and every bit of love he has in his life is on the streets. So if he goes into a hostel, if he goes into a home, he's now alone.
Yeah.
Again. So it's weird. It's a weird. So anyway, very sad. He told his story. That was that. And then the documentary went out. And then a few months later, we actually found out that he passed away. So it was in the press. And it was just like,
wow,
that really jolted me because I was like, I hugged this guy. I was with him. This physical human being now doesn't exist anymore because he was gay. You know.
But
so I know this is a big statement, but I see his family as responsible for his death.
Right.
They in a way caused him to die.
Now I will say to you though that because of what you did and BBC and telling this story, his legacy lives on and will change other people's lives. So I mean, we
His
would love
message.
him to still be here, absolutely. But the beauty of what you got to do in that documentary series is share stories in a way that are not just for now.
Yeah.
They will continue to change lives.
Hopefully.
So in all of this, as you have built this YouTube channel and you're a journalist and you've worked in radio and you also have these documentaries now, what is the philosophy by which you live?
The philosophy by which I live.